Hi everybody, welcome back to the Magic Garden. Today guys, I'm out here trying to clean up some of this mess. As you can tell, look, I found the trellis and I'm putting that up today. Kind of just trying to clean up everything since it all got trashed over the winter time. Man, I'm telling you, everything just got trashed. I have a lot of work to do out here. And so today guys, I kind of wanted just to talk a little bit about when you're sowing your seeds and how to sow them properly. Today I'm going to be doing some green beans and some peas, maybe even some peppers. So I'm going to take you along with me today to do that, but wanted to take you on a quick tour just to show you that, hey, miracles can happen. I got my trellis back. And you know what? I actually think more than just a munchkin can fit under here. That was everyone's big complaint last year, was that it was just me who could fit underneath the trellis. Well, trying to make it so other people can fit too. So, thank you so much for joining me today. Let's run into the studio and let's talk about some Epsom salt, and we're going to talk about some sewing techniques. Man, I just see some beautiful things coming out of this, you guys. All right, see you in the studio. Hi everybody, today I'm actually going to be sowing some of my green beans and some of my peas and things, but before I do, I want to disinfect everything. So I really wanted to take just a second and briefly talk about the fairy elixir that we talked about in our last video. Yeah, it's a little silly. Why I call it that is because, much like a fairy, this elixir of hydrogen peroxide and water actually will swoop in, kind of dust everything, and get rid of everything that's bad. So that's what fairies do. Anyway, so we're actually going to put this to practical use today, and before you start putting dirt in this little container or any little container that you're using, make sure that you kind of spritz it down really, really well and let it dry so that all the molds and bacteria that are in the cup don't actually get into the roots and everything of your plants, because later on that is really going to affect things. But my main subject today is Epsom salt. Epsom salt is really magnesium and sulfur, kind of mixed together, magnesium sulfate. And these actually are the building blocks of really bushy, very healthy plants, peppers, and flowers. And for me, it's really essential because magnesium it drains itself over time, and especially with all the heavy sowing and planting I did last year, I know my soil is going to need this kickstart. So I'm just going to briefly show you how I start my soil before I plant my seed, and I hope that you have the same luck I do, because I really think this is going to be essential. Now this too can be used alongside your fertilizer all year long. It provides lots and lots of nutrients, and honestly it's pretty resilient, so you can't overdo it. I would give this a shot if I were you, but let's go and see what I do, and I can't wait. I'm going to be planting the some beans. I'm so excited. Okay. What you sow is what you're going to grow. And what I mean by that is when you start with a really, really healthy base in your soil and in the nutrients that you start your seeds in, you're actually starting a foundation for what the future is going to look like for that particular plant or flower. So that's why Epsom salt is so important. So I'm just going to take you on a brief little tour of how I apply this, but keep in mind that magnesium over time depletes because, either rain or because it is absorbed into the roots of the plants you're growing. And if you overplanted like I did last year, I know my soil is really going to need this kickstart, and so I want to start you and my garden. I want to start everybody off on the right foot and get growing. So y'all ready to get dirty? Let's go get busy. Okay, so as I said, the very essential beginnings of your garden is good soil and some good Epsom salt. So today, guys, I'm just going to fill up one of these cups. Pretty easy, right? I just did this for a little bit of you know, to make it a little quicker for us. But so I got this little Epsom Salt pack. I got it from Seeds Now, part of the Urban Gardener Association. I'm one of their members. And I get these little cool packs once a month that has all the essential everything, all the goodies in it. I'll leave a link down below for you guys with a huge discount. Anyway, as you can tell, all I really did is just sprinkle a little bit of this on. Just sprinkle a little bit in your soil. I think it's 1 cup of Epsom salt for every 1,000 square feet. So as you can tell, you really don't need a lot. But just that little dab that I just did right there is enough to get you kick-started for the entire year. So again, just give Epsom salt a try. It's something I'm doing differently this year. And let me know in the comments below how that works for you. Okay, now I've got my soil prepared, or at least started, and today I'm just going to do one of my tongue of fire. I have absolutely no idea what these are really going to do, but I saw them on Roots and Refuge, and, well, I don't know, she talked me right into it. So, you know, when it comes to sowing your seeds, it's really important to read the back of your seed packs, because on there's some really great information about how deep you should actually put this little bean. Well, for me, I actually don't have that, but I know from my experience that about a ½ inch or a little more is good to start sowing your seed. I didn't have anything to really poke the ground, so I'm just going to use this little Allen wrench. Just use what you have around the house. You don't have to get all technical about it. But, you know, while I'm doing this, I'd really like to talk to you guys about, you know, this last week was kind of a struggle for me, both mentally, I think, and just, I don't know, sometimes you just get lost. You're not really sure what you're supposed to be doing in life, or if you're on the right path, or, you know, that kind of thing. And then every now and again, the universe kind of, well, the universe and the people associated with you and it's kind of remind you that you're on the right track, you're doing the right thing, and you know, it's okay to feel kind of crappy sometimes. And that time that I spent out in the garden the other day, I must have spent like 6 hours. I redid the trellis, and I really cleaned out my boxes, and I really kind of just got back to being the center. And I think I really needed that time in the garden. I've missed that time. And I can see the difference in myself from just being out there for just a few hours. It sucks when you know, you're not even sure why, you just feel so bad. And but there's so many blessings, you guys, that I have, and it's a constant reminder that me and my garden are both loved and appreciated. So let's get started with the first blessing. I got a little something from Sally Drew. I'd like to share that with you. Hi everybody! I'm here at the Alpine Outpost. This is where I work, and I wanted to share a quick video with you because I got something from Sally Drew, and I don't know what it is. She treated me to something. I love you, Sally. You're the bestest in the whole world. I'm too flippin' excited, so I'm just going to open this really quick. Wanted to do it on video because I know this is actually addressed to the hive, so it's got to be something cool. I'm excited. Oh my God, Sally, you are the best in the world. Look what Sally got for me. She got me the Farmer's Almanac Gardening Notebook. Oh, I love you. You're the bestest in the whole world. Ah! I love this thing. Thank you so much. I love you, Sally. Thank you. I'm going to use this every single day of my life in my garden. And it's because of beautiful people like you that I've grown to be this person. And I can't wait to see what I grow into, especially with this. I'm so excited. Thank you. Bye, guys. Yeah, pretty rad, right? You know what? This really means so much more to me than you can even imagine, because this is someone cares enough about my garden and me to think of me in this way. I mean, how blessed are you to have those kind of friends, you know? I have used this every day since I've got it. It has all my little secrets in it, and I'm gonna cherish it forever. So thanks again, Sally. But the blessings really didn't stop there. I treated myself to something that I can't wait to show you guys this. I got a little something from Baker Creek or rareseeds.com, and here's the thing, I love their stuff, but there's so much of it that I will literally have to get like a second mortgage to purchase the whole list. So one thing at a time with them. But guys, look what I got. I got the King Tut purple peas. Oh, I'm so excited. Do you know why these are so significant? Well, heirloom seeds, as I've told you before, have been passed down through generation after generation, never being touched by agriculture or the whole ag movement. These things are literally the most ancient seeds ever found on this earth, ever. And so here's the story. On November 2nd, 1922, Harvard Carter set out on an adventure to find King Tutankhamun's tomb, and he found it. Inside that tomb were these peas. No shit. And somebody was smart enough to sneak them out, take them to England, and propagate them, and they worked. So they passed those seeds down from generation to generation, thousands of years, people. Those seeds were there, and from 1922 on, they have been passed down, and they've made their way to the Magic Garden. So this is such a blessing, and it's such an honor to be part of something of a story that's that historic, because every time you plant an heirloom, you become a part of that story. So I can't wait to be passing these down to generations after me. But every time you buy from Rare Seeds, they always give you free seeds, and this time they give me these little tomatoes. Aren't they adorable? Oh, look, they're so cute. And it's kind of funny that they sent me these because it was the best producer in my garden, I think, or the second best, but it died. And I really wanted to put them in the garden this year, but didn't think I had room, so now I'm going to have to make room. These are a blessing. These are a blessing because on a normal basis, I may not be able to afford them, and because they're from Egypt. And you guys all obviously know I have ancestry there, and I have a deep-rooted connection, and that's why everything is about magic, and it's about speaking somebody's name to allow them to live again. And you know what, just having these beans and having this garden has allowed me to just live again. So anyway, with that said, I'm going to bring you to my third and biggest, I think, of the three blessings from this week. And I started my own seed bank last year after my garden failed. I wasn't gonna fail completely. I mean, yes, everything died, blah blah blah, but I was able to save a lot of those seeds. I was able to harvest my own stuff, and this year, guys, I have my own seed packs started. I am going to be these are going to be up for sale after I make sure and get them all tested. But this is the autumn. And I have a lot to be proud of with this little pack. I've taken a lot of time, and I really put some thought into it, and I think these seed packs are going to be the next evolution of where we go. So, you know, every time I really stop and step back and get in my garden, I stop and step back from the things that are really bothering me in my life. And when I can surrender that to my time and space, in sacred space, the one I built for myself in my garden, I can see the light at the end of the day. And I'm really glad that you guys are following me on this journey, because I feel much better today with that knowledge in mind. And now that we've planted some beans together, I think our next episode, guys, we're definitely going to be talking about some different varieties. I want to talk about some fertilizer and some soil, and we're going to be getting my garden ready to go. It's starting to get warm outside, and because it's spring and it's Eastern Oregon, and Mother Nature has put the bottle down. So I think now is just a really good time to just thank everybody for being here. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. This is not a pity party. It's a journey to build an outer garden as well as a garden within ourselves, and we're just doing it together because I think that blessings also come in numbers. So guys, comment below. Let me know if any of this information was useful to you. Let me know what you think about Epsom salt. Now, Epsom salt is really super cheap, guys. You can get a whole bag of it at the Dollar Tree. So, no worries about the cost on that one. And a little bit of money is going to take you all year long. You really don't need a lot. But again, it's really resilient, so you can't mess it up. So now that we have started sowing some seeds, I'm going to get finished on this, and I'll see you on the next episode, okay? Thanks so much. Have a good one. Bye.